General Hospital spoilers, Thursday, March 5, 2026. And here we go again. Another Thursday in Port Charles. Another day where nobody can just sit down, have a cup of coffee, and not get involved in a high-stakes medical emergency or a hostage situation in an attic. Seriously? Does anyone in this town just watch TV? No, they don't. So let's talk about Thursday, March 5, because the spoilers are out, and honestly, it's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm tired just looking at it. But we have to talk about it because Britt Westbourne is about to have the worst day of her life, and Carly Spencer is, well, being Carly. Let's start at General Hospital, because that's where the real heartbreak is happening. You know Britt, the Britch. We love her. We hate her. We mostly love her now because she's been through the ringer. And just when you think she's gonna catch a break, nope. Thursday happens. So Britt is in the OR. She's got this patient, Delilah. You know, the mystery woman Brooklyn and Chase fished out of the water earlier this week? Yeah, her. And it's bad. It is very bad. Britt is screaming, well, maybe not screaming, she's a professional, but she's definitely stressing at Lucas Jones. She's telling him they have to operate now, like right this second, because Delilah is crashing and she's pregnant. 7 months pregnant if the rumors are true. And Britt, she's going into full-on hero mode. She is doing everything in her power to save this woman and her unborn child. Everything. But the spoilers, they aren't looking good for Delilah. They really aren't. And here's the thing that gets me. Britt is usually so cold, right? Stone Cold Britt. But this is gonna break her. Because all signs point to the baby surviving. A little miracle in the middle of a disaster. But Delilah, the spoilers say she might bleed out right there on the table. Just gone. And can you imagine the trauma after everything Britt has been dealing with, her own health scares, the Huntingtons looming over her head? The stress of hiding secrets, to lose a patient like this, a mother, it's going to crush her. And of course, because this is Port Charles, someone has to witness the fallout. And who is it? Elizabeth Baldwin? Saint Elizabeth. She's going to be walking by, probably minding her own business for once, and she's going to spot Britt, just crumbling. A moment of pure, raw vulnerability. And you know, Elizabeth, she's got that nurse instinct. She's going to want to help. But will Britt let her? Probably not. Britt doesn't do help. She does repress and lash out. But it's going to be a scene, let me tell you. Get your tissues ready. But wait, we can't just stay at the hospital. We have to go to Wyndemere, because apparently Spoon Island is the place to be if you want to make terrible life choices. So Carly is there, obviously. Because Carly can't stay away from danger if it was covered in neon signs saying "Do not enter." She's at the castle. She's pretending to play nice with Jen Sidwell. You know, the terrifying international villain, that guy. And Carly, she's snooping. Of course she is. She finds a safe, a literal safe. And I'm sitting here thinking, Carly, do you have a plan? Do you ever have a plan? No. She just opens things. But here's the kicker. Sidwell is coming back. And he's not just coming back to catch her, he's coming back to plot. And Carly has to pivot fast. She has to go back to pretending she's just there for whatever reason. She concocted, maybe she's admiring the architecture. Maybe she's looking for a bathroom. Who knows? But she has to sell it. And Sidwell, he buys it. Or maybe he doesn't. But he starts talking about a dinner party. A dinner party with a terrorist. Only in Port Charles. Sidwell wants to throw an unforgettable dinner party. And Carly, bless her chaotic heart, assures him it will be great. She's probably thinking, yeah, unforgettable, because I'm going to take you down before dessert. But she's playing with fire. And she knows it. And then there's Ava Jerome. Oh, Ava. She's lurking around Wyndemere too. And she sees Carly and Sidwell. And what does she do? She draws the completely wrong conclusion. Because that's what soap characters do. They don't ask questions. They assume. So Ava sees them and thinks, What? Romance a partnership. She thinks Carly is cozying up to the enemy for personal reasons. And you just know Ava's gonna run with that. She's going to store that little nugget of misinformation away and use it at the worst possible moment. Probably while sipping a martini. But Sidwell, he's going to eventually admit to Ava that they are plotting something. And he asks her to join in. Can you imagine Ava, Carly, and Sidwell? The unholiest of alliances. It's going to be a train wreck. A beautiful, expensive train wreck. Meanwhile, let's talk about Josslyn Jax. Because apparently, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Josslyn is on a warpath. She's grilling Marco Rios. Poor Marco. He's just trying to exist, maybe help Lucas with some shady medical stuff, and here comes Josslyn with her intense stare and her skepticism. She's not buying what he's selling. She puts him through a grilling session. And honestly, good for her. Someone needs to ask questions in this town. But then it gets wild. Josslyn heads to Carly's house. And she's not just stopping by for a snack. She gets alerted to someone's presence. And what does she do? Does she call the police? Does she call Dante? No. She draws her weapon. Yes. Josslyn Jax has a gun. And she's ready to use it. She heads for the attic. And I'm stressing out just typing this because who is in the attic? Charlotte Cassadine. And Valentin Cassadine. Let's rewind a second. Charlotte, who is supposed to be a child but acts like a mini-spy, slips up to the attic for a private meeting with her dad. Valentin, the fugitive, the man everyone is looking for. And he's just chilling in Carly's attic. He promises Charlotte he's working on something. A plan. A way out. But he tells her to be patient. Patience, Charlotte. Yeah, tell that to the girl who probably inherited the Cassadine crazy gene. So they are up there having a father-daughter moment in a dusty attic, and Josslyn is downstairs locking and loading. She bursts through the door. Bam. Does she find them? Does she find Valentin alone? Does she find Charlotte? The spoilers are teasing us. Will Josslyn find Valentin alone or with Charlotte? I don't know. But either way, Valentin is about to get caught. Under Carly's roof. By Carly's daughter. And Josslyn, she is going to demand answers. And she's holding a gun. So Valentin better talk fast. And knowing Valentin, he'll probably charm his way out of it or guilt trip her or I don't know. But the tension, you could cut it with a knife or a scalpel. And we haven't even talked about Jordan yet. Jordan Ashford, the woman who carries the weight of the world on her shoulders. She's at her place. And she's waiting for an answer. She asked Curtis to move in, which is a huge step. I mean, they've been doing this dance for years. On again, off again, married, divorced, secret babies. Wait, let's talk about the secret baby part. Because Jordan is holding a pregnancy test. Or she was. Or she's thinking about it. The spoilers ask, could Curtis notice Jordan's nearby pregnancy test at some point, or will she manage to conceal it? Imagine that scene. Curtis walks in. Hey baby, I've decided. I'm moving in. And Jordan is frantically trying to kick a pregnancy test box under the sofa. It's classic sitcom stuff, but with high stakes. Because if she is pregnant and Portia is already pregnant with Curtis's baby, 2 babies, 2 mothers, 1 Curtis, it's a mess. A glorious, soapy mess. And Curtis, he's oblivious. He's just thinking about house keys and drawer space. He has no idea his life is about to explode. Again. And finally, we have to check in on Lulu and Nathan. Lulu Spencer. She's awake. She's trying to figure out her life. And she's got Nathan West. Or Nathan West. I still don't trust that this is simple. Nothing is ever simple. But they are having an intimate-looking scene. A kiss, a touch, a lingering stare. And someone is spying on them. A mystery character. Who is it, Maxie? Is it Maxie Jones? Because if Maxie sees Lulu and Nathan kissing, Oh boy. I know she said she gave her blessing. I know she said she's with Spinelli. But seeing her dead husband's face kissing her best friend, that hits different. That hits hard. Or maybe it's Liesel Obrecht. Can you imagine Obrecht lurking in the bushes? 9. My schnitzel. She would lose it. She's been trying to push Nathan back to Maxie. If she sees him with Lulu, she might actually explode. The spoilers say Lulu and Nathan have tricky situations ahead. You think dating a man with your ex-husband's face who has amnesia is tricky. Yeah, just a little bit. So that's Thursday. That is Thursday, the 5th of March, 2026. Britt is traumatized. Delilah is bleeding out. Carly is lying to a terrorist. Ava is jealous of a fake relationship. Josslyn is playing cop with a fugitive in the attic. Valentine is cornered. Jordan is hiding a pregnancy test. Curtis is walking into a trap of his own making. And Lulu is kissing a ghost while someone watches. God, I love this show. I really do. It makes no sense, and yet it makes perfect sense. It's chaos. It's messy, and I'll be tuning in. Because I have to know if Josslyn actually pulls that trigger. She won't. But she might yell really loud. And I have to know if Britt saves that baby. Because if she doesn't, I don't think I can handle sad Britt. I really don't. Stay tuned, folks. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.